Hey guys, Peter's here, and today I bring you a new video about a stacking wonder, which our main objective here is to stack as much intelligence as possible so that we can have plenty of added lightning damage considering our weapon, also with the build synergy itself, okay? Many people say that usually you spend lots and lots of exalts on this build. Some people in the chat were saying over 100 exalts, and indeed, if you want to go for the meta builds, for the meta items and the best slots, you may eventually be able to spend that much currency. But I was trying to figure out a way of getting the mid-turn, being able to clear all the endgame content while not investing as much currency as they were talking about. So I spent around 65 exalts on all of my gear. You'll see in a moment my preferences for this kind of build. But it is very solid build indeed. We use the Kinetic Blast for clear and Power Siphon for single target. And also we are able to regen Rage by using the Lethal Pride under Akoya's influence. And whenever you find a boss, you can just place a totem that will cast the Wave of Conviction, reducing its resistance, and then pop up Rage with your flasks, and then boom, start basically like a machine gun against the bosses. So very easy gameplay indeed. Talking about the POB on your video's description, you will find plenty of information there regarding the leveling, for example. So you have all the path that you can choose while leveling. You have a leveling tree before Chaos Inoculation, so you'll be able to level as a hybrid character by getting HP points along with some energy shield. After CI as well, when you're already when you have a life as a maximum of 1, and then you'll be able to invest all your points into energy shield and craft yourself. This was a character that I created on my private league that we created to raise funds for children that are on vulnerable situations in Brazil. So it was a much solo self-found way to build the character. I haven't had any problems at all. I used Harvest, I used all my currency that I had and craft my own items, and I managed to get around 5k ES to start mapping at level 80 something as soon as I switched to CI. So you'll have eventually the path that you can keep following by investing into your character and leveling it up, okay? Also, I don't have the Stride of Hope, but I left as a suggestion. As soon as you reach level 94 or 96, you'll be able to start allocating these points here. Very good option indeed. Also, on the skills that you can see, Power Siphon for single target, Kinetic Blast for mapping, our movementation skills by using Flame Dash and Second Mind, Wave of Conviction to reduce boss resist, Berserk and the auras as well, Spells Linger with Sniper's Mark and Elemental Weakness, very useful with the conductivity on our ring. So this is another triple curse character. On the item section, at the top left here, you can see that I managed to separate 3 item sets for you guys. One for leveling before CI, the gear that I used, that I was talking about in the private league, very useful. I was using Baited Breath here, or Prism Weave. I think it was Prism Weave. Yeah, before that. Also the flasks, very easy flasks. I wasn't using the jewels, but they are here because of the POB. After CI, also very easy gear and cheap gear as well. Also on the private league still. Then I migrated the character and managed to craft the gear that I'm using here. Some gear that I bought, some gear I crafted, also the cluster jewels and the regular jewels, as you can see here. Okay, some things that I would like to point out. This the shield here is very good in my opinion because it has plenty of intelligence, it has maximum ES. Also, you are unaffected by curses, so it basically gives us a free space to craft or use different flasks on your build. The chest here, I was very unlucky with this one. People that were watching me on stream saw that I spent plenty of remove and add defenses, around 20 or 30, and I only managed to hit a tier 2 flat energy shield. So this is why I crafted the other energy shield. I was very, very unlucky with that. I usually hit it very, very sooner, but it was fun. The main important thing here is that you get either craft with essences until you hit a tier 2 or tier 1 increased intelligence, and do the same way that I did my chest by removing and adding defense until you hit a tier 1 or tier 2. Or you can use the suggestion that a viewer gave on my chat, which was having a regular Val Regalia with plenty of energy shield. Then you can block one suffix, craft increased all attributes, and then use a Crusader's Orb so that it increases your chance of hitting the tier 1 or tier 2 increased intelligence. By using this method, you probably will be able to save some currency and have a very decent energy shield chest for yourself. Or if you don't hit the tier 1 or the tier 2 with the Crusader item, the Crusader Exalted, you can remove an add influence until you have the mod for yourself. But all comes to RNG, right? We don't really know which is the best method. You may try to find yourself the best method to craft this one as you please. Okay, so another good option here that I chose was Astra Menace to decrease the build cost by a lot. A Hubris is a lot better with the powers. Oh, sorry. A Amulet with the increased all attributes and increased intelligence with the increased damage per int, along with multiplier and other stuff, is a lot better. You will find you'll get a lot more damage, a lot more defenses, but it is more expensive as well. The same here happens with the helmet. So I'm using the Cyrus helmet. I chose to use this one because this one was costing me 35 chaos, whereas the Hubris with the Power Siphon fires 2 additional proj clean, and by clean I mean white helmet. It was costing 25 exalts, so I was not going to pay that. Only if I were going to play this build until the end of the league. So very, very budget option for us, this helmet. And also you can find all the relevant information as well regarding Pantheon, Bennett's Ascendancy, all the important modifiers on your gear, important leveling uniques. I highly suggest using Storm Prison and Chief Starman. It really helps a lot. I wasn't though, but if you do, you will see that you have plenty of survivability by using this ring, and also all the leveling gems that you can find on this POB. So on your video description, make sure to check this out. Very, very relevant information there. And basically that's it. I've done in this channel Wonder Impale, the Elemental version 1, the Poison Wonder as well. I've made the Chaos Freezer Tree Curse as well in the past league, or the league before. Make sure to check that out. Also very, very nice build. And by playing the instacking version, which I haven't before, I can say that this build is worth the shot, because we have, as a Wonder, sometimes our main problem here is the survivability, and by going CI with the Occultist Ascendancy, by having Vile Bastion with plenty of energy shield recovery, and by just standing or just by killing minions, along with the CI property like I told you, and with plenty of ES, it is very, very comfortable to play. Also, if you manage to get this Watcher's Eye, which I recommend, which is the saying of the Cockeyes Nova, energy shield gain for each enemy hit by while affected by discipline, you'll feel like you are in a cruise. You go through the maps like there's nothing else in front of you. Very, very easy and very, very comfortable to play this sort of build. So sure, if you have the enough currency, more currency, and enjoying the build, I would definitely be willing to spend even more currency on this one if I was going to hit level 100 or play for a longer time. So really recommend this build. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Thank you very much for watching and see you next time.
What's this? A real challenge.
You finally caught my attention.
Why fun? What's the point? É 9 isso, né? Sim, mano, tem versão budget. A gente começou na copinha humilde, só com coisas do chão basicamente, fazendo na Harvest. Vai ter tudo no guia. Versão antes do CI, depois do CI e essa versão aqui. Dica de BV ou Ciclone barata? Cara, Ciclone é barato, é a versão Starter. Então, com exclamação Starter, se quiser ter um exemplo, eu sempre recomendo Ciclone. BV já não é tão barato assim, mas no ponto de exclamação Fire BV 3 tem uma versão budget lá que você pode olhar se quiser. Dentro do POB, na parte de notes. A música é boa, né? I am alive. Se tivesse a Watcher's Eye de Flask Charge quando eu tivesse afetado por Precision, ia ser sensacional nessa fight. Pra tomar aqui. Tomar 2 boladas dele. Não! Trolei demais, velho. Apertei tudo errado ali. Não! Cusão! The Savior, incríveis 35k, velho. Saudades de quando essa espada valia 30 EX.